I took your advice and I grew greens this winter. All kinds of greens this winter. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with them all. Ferment them. Ferment? I'm not trying to make beer. No, you're not making beer. Besides having a salad, it's one of the easiest ways that you can enjoy a whole lot of greens in your diet. Oh, okay. You want to know how? Yeah, super easy. Yeah, I'll show you how. I harvest a whole bunch of greens today to make a sauerkraut or a ferment. These are collard greens, and I started noticing the butterflies. It's time to get these out of here before the caterpillars get to them. Now this is a flat leaf kale. And these I haven't been too happy with. A lot of them have had powdery mildew, and they've been in since last fall. But right now, this is actually looking very clean. But they're going in the ferment too. We'll get the rest of it. Okay, so this is mainly kohlrabi that I let go too long. I'm going to go ahead and ferment the leaves and remove all the plants because this is where the tomatoes will be going. And it's time to start prepping a little bit for the tomatoes. I'm in my bag of leaves. All those greens I have to process, a whole garbage bag. Holy buckets. Bring this in and get to work on them. Okay, harvest time. Actually, harvest is done. This is time to tuck everything. Holy shit. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. You want to make sure your buckets are clean and sterile. This is hot water. I've already cleaned the bucket out, and I've added some bleach. That'll kill any unwanted bacteria or anything like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and measure all this out. Well, I need between 2 and 3% salt by weight, not by volume, but by weight. I have my scale. I've zeroed it out. So I'm going to go 300. I'm going to try to take these in 300 grams at a time. 3% of 300 is 9. So I need 9 grams of salt. So I'm just going to zero this back out again. I have my salt. And I'm going to add, that's 8 grams. 8 grams. 9 grams. That's 9 grams of salt. Put it in a bucket. Zero it back out. And go for the next 300. Okay, we're gonna make a quick brine. Got a little water in there. Give this a stir. We want it stirred in. Next thing you want to do, give it a quick mix. And you'll start to notice that it's getting kind of wet. And that's perfect. That's what it should be doing. Starting to make some brine on the bottom. Beautiful. Get all that mixed in really well. Now we want to pack this down. You don't want any air spaces at all. You don't want any air bubbles. Air pockets are the enemy in a fermentation like this. We're just going to kind of try to get some of the floaters out of there ahead of time. So the next part of this is I need to add the broth, the brine. Oh, so that's some salt. We get that brine in there. And I want to try to cover it about an inch. That should do it. Pack all that back down in there. Now, I'm going to take this dinner plate. I'm going to squish that down in there. Now I'm going to try to get most of that green, anything that's floating. I'm going to try to get most of that out of there. That can cause problems later on. A little bit's no big deal, but I prefer to try to get it out now. You want to keep everything edible that you plan on eating under the water. That's critical. And since these don't really sit under the water very well, the floaters, because they're floating, lid, we'll put it down on top. We'll put the bucket in there. That'll weigh it down. Add this lid. And in 2 weeks, we'll open it back up. That's all there is to it. Now it's just a matter of time. Okay, here we are. It's open now. I'm going to go ahead and take some out. Try without dripping on my phone. Little crunchier than cabbage one. I like it. Like, share, and subscribe.